Like all technologies, Flutter and Dart of course change over time. Not massively, but there are tiny changes here and there. And I'm trying my best to keep this course updated with all those changes by adding or adjusting individual lectures, but sometimes the best way of making this course good again is to re-record it from scratch. And that's what I did. This course got updated, and that of course brings up one important question: what does that mean for you? Well, to answer that question, and many other questions you might have as well, attached you find a PDF document where I try to answer all those important questions you might have, like why the course was updated, to make sure that you're learning all the latest syntax again, that you get better explanations, and so on, how you get the update. You get it for free because the new course, the new sections and lectures were inserted into this existing course before the old course sections. And the old sections now were marked as legacy in the section title to quickly show you which section is new and which one is old. You also might wonder what changed, and as mentioned, I did record the entire course again from the ground up, though the section structure in general stayed the same, and I'll get back to that in a second. And you, of course, also might wonder how you should proceed. And of course, the answer to that will depend on whether you already finished this old course, if you haven't started it yet, or you're at the very beginning, or if you're currently taking the course and you're in the middle of the course. And I prepared a little chart, you could say, where I compare the old course structure to the new course structure. And keep in mind, at the moment, both courses are inside of this course. And this will be the case until May 8th, which is when I will remove the old course, because I will not keep both courses in this course forever, since this would bloat the course. It would mean that all students have to go through both courses to get that certificate of completion. It makes the course unnecessarily big, and it has a couple of other disadvantages as well. And that's why the old course will be removed on May 8th. But until then, both these courses are in this course. And as you can see on this chart, the section structure mostly stayed the same. I just switched the order of some sections in the later parts of the course. I also, for example, merged the authentication section with the Firebase and push notifications section, which is not in this course yet, because there is a maximum lecture size and a couple of other limits as well. So I can only add that big section once I remove the old course, hence this section will be added on May 8th. But all the other sections are in there, and as you can see in this chart, switching from the old course to the new course is fairly simple. Now, of course, if you have finished the old course already, you don't need to restart with the new one. You may do that. You can take a look at all the new content and the new apps. You can, for example, skip through certain lectures, watch them at double speed, and dive into the sections that sound interesting to you. But in general, Flutter hasn't changed. There just have been some syntax changes and deprecations, but the core idea, the general way how you build Flutter apps hasn't changed, hence you don't have to restart the course if you already finished the old course. On the other hand, if you haven't started with the course yet, or you're only in the second section or something like this, I would strongly recommend that you simply start or restart with the new course and ignore the old course. It will not be relevant to you. You definitely should not go through both courses then. But what should you do if you're currently taking the old course? Well, there you got a couple of options. You can, of course, stick to the old course and simply finish it until May 8th. Or even thereafter, since I will make these old course lectures downloadable after May 8th. I will give you a new lecture which has these old videos as attachments, so you could even watch them thereafter. So finishing the old course is definitely an option. But you may also consider switching from the old course to the new course, and this chart here may help you. For example, if you're currently taking the Flutter internals section in the old course, you can simply switch to the Flutter internals section in the new course, just like that. On the other hand, if you're, for example, currently taking the state management section in the old course, I would recommend that you go back to the navigation section in the new course, because we actually have a cross-section app that we're building across the navigation, state management, and animations section in the new course, and switching to the middle of that app won't really work. So you might want to restart with the navigation section in the new course then, maybe go through those lectures at double speed. It will still be a great repetition for you, of course, but you don't need to watch everything at normal pace. But then you're ready to continue with the new course thereafter. And that's how this chart hopefully helps you. As mentioned, you find this PDF document with all those questions and answers, and with this chart attached to this lecture, and therefore you will hopefully get a lot out of this update, which you, as mentioned, do get for free. I hope you get a lot out of this course, and I hope I could make this update process as easy and seamless as possible for you, because unfortunately Udemy doesn't have any official course updating mechanism. So this is the only way of giving you this update for free, and I hope I can help with that updating process.